नमस्ते, जय हिंद एंड हमेशा की तरह क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट पे मैं आपके साथ मुखातब हूँ। मेरा नाम है आनंद नरसिम्हन और आप देख रहे हैं क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट लाइव। क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट और मेरे साथ हमेशा की तरह कुछ क्रिकेट क्रेजीज जुड़ रहे हैं। सबसे पहले हमारे ग्रुप एडिटर स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क 18 के श्रीनिवास राव KSR हमारे साथ हैं। फिर CN और JA भी जुड़ेंगे, चेतन नरूला और जिमी ऑल्टर। लेकिन अब हम उस टाइम पर कगार पे देखा मैंने, शैतान का नाम लो और बंदा हाजिर। हाँ, चेतन नरूला हमेशा बफर करके एक स्माइल के साथ, आज तो फ्रीज भी है। वाह,
क्या है?
हर हर रोज अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी में एक नया इफेक्ट ऐड कर रहा है चेतन। आज
क्या
अभी
आज
फ्रीज भी था, एक फ्रीज भी था। बफर, स्माइल और एक फ्रीज। लेकिन गुड। बट भाई, कल का मैच देखने के बाद शुभमन गिल ने जो 100 मारा है और गुजरात टाइटंस को ऐसी जगह पहुंचाया जहां अब इन्हें प्लेऑफ से कोई हटा नहीं सकता। तो इसी टेबल पर ही थोड़ा हम फोकस करेंगे। शुभमन गिल के बाद 18 अंक गुजरात टाइटंस के पास। शुभमन गिल के श्रीनिवास राव हैज डन वन बॉल बेटर देन सचिन तेंदुलकर by hitting a 50 without a boundary in 22 balls. Only Tendulkar has done it in 23 balls.
50
So
without a six?
phenomenal.
Yes.
50 without a six.
हाँ, 50 without a six मैंने
Phenomenal.
without a six। और गुजरात टाइटंस के जहां तक मुझे याद
And
है
I
कल
think
के
this.
मैच में 188 रनों में सिर्फ 2 छक्के पड़े हैं। वो भी एक कुछ अपने आप में रिकॉर्ड
Which
है
is very.
जी।
Okay,
हाँ
go ahead. You ask.
दो
हाँ
एक तो शुभमन ने खुद ने मारा है और एक वो साई सुदर्शन, 2 ही छक्के हैं।
हाँ, 2 ही छक्के हैं। वो
And it's
188
very weird.
अगेंस्ट।
कल मैं रिपोर्ट
हाँ
देख रहा था, कल मैं रिपोर्ट लिख रहा था मैच की, and it was very weird to see कि that guy is scoring at almost 200 का strike rate. I mean, he had what, 100 of 58 balls or something like that.
या
50
या
of 22 balls,
101
that
और
was
58।
yeah, 50 of 22 balls, which was 100 and which was 200 plus. And you don't have sixes, which is very, very weird. I mean, it tells you class and timing and running between the wickets. क्योंकि आप 13 चौके लगा रहे हो, एक छक्का लगा रहे हो, तो that gets you at 84, 85, and the rest 15 runs you're running as well. So overall, it was really good cricket from Shubman.
No,
And
and
sorry.
हाँ श्रीनी बोलो।
and no and the fact that 100 has come at such a lovely time, just about confirming the playoffs thing, getting warming up at the right time. I mean, I think it'll give a massive confidence boost, and GT look all set to repeat what they did last year. I mean,
ये
looking
साल
like
शुभमन
a
गिल
machine
ये साल शुभमन गिल का
once
लगता है
again.
2023 में। एंड ही लुक्स सो मच इन कंट्रोल। और उस लड़के में एबिलिटी है कहीं ना कहीं। कई बार आपको लगता है कि वन सीजन वंडर नहीं
अगले
होगा।
कुछ साल
हाँ, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ ये साल IPL का कम से कम
ये नहीं
ये सीजन तो उसका है और ये साल भी उसका है। 2023 अब तक तो साल भी उसका है, क्योंकि हर फॉर्मेट में इसने किए हैं क्या, करीब 6 सेंचुरीज, 5 या 6 सेंचुरीज उसके अक्रॉस फॉर्मेट्स ऑलरेडी हो चुके हैं। अभी साल के 5 महीने नहीं हुए हैं।
including a double in 1 day.
Including a double in 1 day. So brilliant. I just hope he carries on and he continues to maintain a level head. लेकिन आप मुझे बताइए, पॉइंट्स टेबल को उठाते हैं। हमने कल ये बात की थी श्रीनी और मैं, कि चेतन भी यही कह रहा था, जेमी भी यही कह रहा था कि देखिए कल के मैच के बाद आज का मैच बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाएगा। और कल जिस तरह से गुजरात टाइटंस ने रन रेट को भी रोबस्ट कर लिया है और अंक तालिका में 18 पर पहुंच गए हैं, तो दे आर अनअसेलेबल और समवेयर they will finish in the top 2. That's what it looks like in the current scenario. What do you think about today's game and where do you see this points table now finally settling? Do you have a final 4 in your head already?
So RR, obviously, from the original 4 that I had mentioned, obviously RR goes out. So RR ki jagah, the 4th is between LSG and RCB, but technically, mathematically. And the other 3 are on course. I hope so. CSK, although aren't in yet, but again, let's talk about the 20th wala game, because that is going to be. So yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, today's game, I think day after RCB plays, परसों के दिन, कल मेरे ख्याल से पंजाब का गेम है, बट पंजाब आर मैथमेटिकली दे आर नॉट आउट, बट टेक्निकली आई मीन दिस थिंग। तो आई थिंक डे आफ्टर गेम RCB का मैच और 20 तारीख तक चेन्नई का रेलेवेंस जो है, ये फाइट चलता ही रहेगा 20 तारीख की चेन्नई के गेम का। Which remind me, quick addition, I'll quickly add, Anand, I was talking to someone today in Delhi. Okay, and we were talking about the conversation revolved around the 20th ka Chennai ka game in Delhi. Okay,
हाँ,
the guy says like, that the vibe that is building up, it's like the who's who wants to be in Delhi for that 20th game. Bureaucrats, high commissions, embassies, you name it, they want to be at the Firoz Shah Kotla on the 20th. And the energy that is building up around that game, I don't know, it's अलग ही लग रहा है पूरा कुछ.
क्योंकि देखिए चेन्नई में जो माहौल बना था फॉर सुनील गावस्कर टू कम आउट एंड ऑल्सो टेक द ऑटोग्राफ ऑफ महेंद्र सिंह धोनी टू रन एंड से कि भाई ऑटोग्राफ दे यार, गावस्कर जैसा बंदा आपसे ऑटोग्राफ दे रहा है. और उसके बाद पता नहीं अचानक से डिड दैट ट्रिगर आउट दैट एंटायर सीरीज ऑफ पिक्चर्स वेयर शुभमन गिल इज सीन विद विराट कोहली कि कहाँ एक वो पिक्चर मुझे याद है, अतुल वासन और आशीष नेहरा एक इवेंट में चीफ गेस्ट थे और विराट कोहली वहां पे फोटो, और विराट कोहली वहां पे उसको अवार्ड देने के लिए आशीष नेहरा आया हुआ था और कई साल बाद आशीष नेहरा अंडर विराट कोहली खेला. तो ये सारी चीजें हुई है और लाइफ में कई सारे ऐसे पड़ाव आते हैं, मकाम आते हैं. चेतन, where do you stand? Is this because many believe कि ये धोनी का आखिरी T20 मैच भी हो सकता है, या फिर ये धोनी का लास्ट टाइम धोनी विल बी सीन इन एक्शन इन Chennai Super Kings colors as a player? That's why people are moving for that match on the 20th in Delhi. So जहां जहां अब धोनी जाएगा वहां वहां इस सीजन में भीड़ हो जाएगी और पैक्ड टू द राफ्टर स्टेडियम होंगे.
Well, I hope it's not the last time, and I don't think it will be the last time because I think Chennai will qualify for the top four. I'm pretty sure about that.
हाँ, पर इस सीजन में
कल हमने बात की थी कि Chennai might end up qualifying fourth with 15 points. It's possible, and I think we will know today. If Mumbai win, then there's a big possibility that Chennai might come fourth and qualify. Well, obviously they'll need to lose to DC first, but I think they can beat DC. But again, there's a possibility. I still don't think it'll be his last game. It'll be his last game in Delhi probably, but it won't be his last game. He'll probably obviously play at least one game in the knockouts.
We don't want to take the risk.
नहीं पर ऐसा नहीं, रिस्क वाला नहीं है. मैं तो ये कह रहा हूँ कि ये सीजन उनका आखिरी अगर सीजन है तो आपके जो बाकी जो 2 मैच या 3 मैचेस हैं वो
रिस्क की बात हुई है ना,
उस इंडिविजुअल स्टेडियम, उस इंडिविजुअल. हाँ, मैं आ रहा हूँ रिस्क पे तुम बोलना, पर मेरा कहना ये था कि इस सीजन में अब चेन्नई के 3 मैच मैक्सिमम हो सकते हैं और तीनों अलग अलग वेन्यूज पे होंगे. तो उसमें अगर आप देखें तो जो भी वहां पर जाना चाहेगा वो ये कह के देगा कि भाई इस स्टेडियम पे और इस रीजन में मैं उसको शायद आखिरी बार इन एक्शन आउट इन द मिडल देखने वाला हूँ. वो मैं माहौल कह रहा हूँ. हाँ, अब रिस्क की बात कहूँ. आज जेमी बड़ा दुखी आदमी है. 15 बार उसके यहाँ पावर कट हुआ है. आई होप पावर कट ना हो.
No, I was just doing a show. It went 4 times in a 15-minute show. यार, मतलब I think my computer is gonna blow up. Terrible day.
हाँ, अब ये रिस्क फैक्टर यहाँ पर भी आ गया. लब बोलो चेतन. हाँ,
मैं बस यही कह रहा था कि in anticipation of this being his last season, I haven't attended an IPL match or covered an IPL match from the ground for a while now. But this year I got the accreditation made. Last year, तो obviously I didn't get the accreditation made क्योंकि मुंबई में था. उससे पहले इंडिया में ही नहीं था. उससे पहले भी जो सीजन जो इंडिया में लास्ट सीजन थे 18-19, the last game I attended as an accredited member of the media was in 2017, even in Delhi. जाना छोड़ दिया था मैंने. After 6 years, I've got my accred made. I'm going to attend one game, and it's going to be CSK's game in Delhi, and for obvious reasons. So risk factor जो हम कहते हैं ना, तो that is the situation. That is what MS Dhoni is. Who's who of Delhi में रहेंगे, but something tells me. Let's be very honest. I think I'm starting to get the feeling that he'll probably play one more season. I don't know why. I'm getting this thing. And it's not because of the CSK people coming out and say कि maybe he'll play. Again, obviously he's very unpredictable in that sense, but I just don't know. I'm just getting this vibe that he'll play one more season. Why not?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what.
Dhoni style. I'll tell you what. I said typical Dhoni style. He will play this season, not say anything, move on, leave everything to speculation for the next 8 months, 10 months. People will keep next year, closer to the season, अगर उसको जाना है वापस से वो एक छोटा सा मैं पल दो पल का शायर हूँ कर देगा वो. And अभी तो वो कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला. I don't see him saying anything.
But I just feel that this time around, contrary to what you say, Srini, I get the sense that Dhoni has made up his mind that his body can't take this action anymore, because there are multiple pictures where I've seen him
but he won't
not
make
not
a.
just not no with his knee packed, and the left knee giving him a lot of trouble, the back giving him a lot of trouble, and I think
Yeah,
seriously
but
now he believes he's come to that cutoff in his head where he says he doesn't want to put his body through any much of this on the cricketing field, because I have a feeling he wants to serve. When I say he wants to serve, he wants to be very active in the forces, and that is something which for which he needs to be dedicating time there, and he wants to do it very actively, and that gives him only about 3 4 years for him to be able to do it now between 40 and 45 when he can actually do this. So I just get the sense. I may be totally off the ball here, but he'll
No,
come
you're
back to
right,
the I
Anand.
think in a
no, you're
mentorship
right. You're right.
role
You're
in a
100%
in
right.
the dugout, in the heart and soul or the fulcrum of Chennai Super Kings. He will remain, but maybe from the dugout and
You're
not from.
100% right in your guess, Anand.
No,
Uh,
You're right. You're
but
right.
just to play devil's advocate and probably just as a Dhoni fan, if this impact player rule stays, you know, he can play as an impact player, just as an impact player.
या
आप
पता
टॉस
है
करने
क्या
किसी को भेज
पता
नहीं
है
नहीं
क्या
सुनो, आप
चेतन
टॉस करने किसी को भेज दो, आपको बैटिंग करने का जरूरत नहीं है, थोड़ा बहुत कीपिंग करो,
पता है
that's
क्या
it.
चेतन पता है क्या चेतन मैं
It's
बताता हूँ
doable.
मैं और
It's
तुम
doable.
ना ना यू एंड मी ना मैं और तुम होते ना हम लोग जैसे हमारा जैसा दिमाग चलता है हम तो कहते हैं जैसे जैसे आज रवि शास्त्री या फिर मोहम्मद कैफ या युवराज सिंह या केविन पीटरसन सोच रहे हैं यार इम्पैक्ट है रूल को हमको भी खिला लो हम भी बैटिंग करके आ जाएंगे बाहर ये काम ना धोनी नहीं करेगा he is not built like that. He's not cut like that. He's either in or he's either out. He's not going to do this piecemeal job where he's going to be seen as a utility player who will come and bat. Dhoni's job is not as a batsman. He doesn't even consider himself as a batsman here. He considers himself as a captain and a wicket keeper and then a finisher where he comes and he wants
आठ
to don
नंबर
that
पे तो
role when it is
बैटिंग
required.
करने आ रहा है वो.
हाँ, up to he's consciously dropping himself down the order that he doesn't have to bat. He's pushing others to bat.
Of course, he
Jamie,
can't
where do
bat.
you think? Haven't you seen this season? I've seen him. Despite Chennai being in dire straits, he's not come out and said मैं पहले जाता हूँ और I will shoulder the innings. He sent the other कि जाओ करके देखो जीत के आओ. नहीं होता तो फिर आखिरी में मैं आता हूँ. That's what he's done in this season. Very consciously he's done it. Jamie.
Yeah, see, Dhoni, we all know he's not a man of words. He's a words of action, and the action that he's shown every time he's gone to another team's home ground and they've worn more yellow. He's made a point to consciously not just thank them, but to spend time talking about them. Now, these could be prompted questions, but Dhoni is many things. He's not going to be someone who's going to take the fans for a ride. I have no doubt this is his last season as a batsman because he would not have said those things at the Savai Man Singh Stadium. He would not have said those things at Chinnaswamy. He would not have said those things at Eden Gardens. He would not have taken out time to sign jerseys and throw them into the crowd if this were not his final season. It's as simple as that for me. He's not coming back as a batsman.
He's not coming. He is going to be with the Chennai Super
He'll
Kings,
be
but
42 year in July, so it's very tough to come back.
exactly. See, this is where I'm coming to, because there's somebody very close to him had shared this, and I believe that this is true. That he wants to spend time, do this time of service with the territorial army. He wants to do it with
You're
all
right on that.
shiddat. With all shiddat he wants to do it, and there he believes that if his body has to take that grind. See, he's done the para sf wala drill. That's not an easy one to do, boss. The para drill is a very very tough special forces and paramilitary ka jo kaam, this one he's very very driven about it. But let's see whether his body is able or not, because this
Anand,
cricket is not allowing him to do a lot of things which he wants to do otherwise. Yeah.
on the forces bit, you're right. You're very right. And in fact, I was talking to when I speak with people, who are in that ecosystem, they tell me that the moment he's done with his cricket, he's going to take a break, go back to the forces to like kind of do what he wants to do for the next couple of years. And since we talked about return to CSK is home for him for life. CSK is
Yeah.
no more an assignment for him. CSK is not a job. CSK is not this thing. CSK is home for him. He's there for life. So it's as good as the guy will run the franchise as long as he wants to, and there is no going
Yeah.
back on that. So yes, you're right on all of that. One small thing to add here, Jamie mentioned a very it talked about the age part, 42. How long can he continue? And the kind of signs that he's been showing in terms of t-shirts and the autographs and everything. But the guy is known not to make a spectacle of the things that he does. He's known to kind of. So I wouldn't be surprised if this season ends and he does not put out anything
No, yeah.
officially, leaving everything to speculation until the next season.
See,
but यहाँ पे मैं एक बात कहूँगा.
Hmm.
But the last time he wanted to leave CSK captaincy, that became an issue because what happened was उस time पे mega auction आया था, so they needed to retain some players and they ended up retaining Ravindra Jadeja for 16 crores. ठीक है, आप उसको 16 crore दे रहे हो, but that, at 12 crores also Jadeja is good enough. But the point is they ended up retaining Dhoni. They made some crucial decisions which went bad, making Jadeja captain, leaving Faf out, sending him back to the auction and then not getting him back because you had already spent so much money. In a franchising model, they've already been bitten by this. Yes, he may not, he doesn't need to announce it, say maybe till October, November, but come December, when the next year's player auctions have to happen, you need a captain in place, you need a future plan in place. So at some point, the announcement will come, has to come.
Yeah. My sense is that he's going to do it towards the end of this season, and he's not going to wait till the beginning of the next season, because he wants his fans, he wants the franchise to also rally behind who he believes is his successor, and that successor is Ravindra Jadeja. The last time around, what happened is you can't have Dhoni in the team and Jadeja being the captain. That's not going to happen. You have to have Dhoni in the dugout as the mentor and coach with somebody else as a captain. Now, whether it is Ravindra Jadeja or somebody else, so far my sense in the idea is that Jadeja now is far more prepared. He's ready. He's groomed, and the passing on of the baton will happen in such a manner where Dhoni will make the announcement and Dhoni will call the shots. My thing is whether Chennai Super Kings win this season or not, whether they make it to the final or not. The moment they know this is Chennai's last game, you will hear it from Dhoni, and you may just see that happen in the middle. You may just see that happen like that when he would say, "I'm not playing anymore," and there'll be a phenomenal send off. So even if it happens with Chennai as the losing finalists, then the winner can forget about any celebration because everybody will be only about Dhoni and it'll be only about Chennai Super Kings. If it happens on a winning note, then what better a sign off than saying कि यार मैंने चेन्नई को जिता के as captain मैं टाटा कह रहा हूँ on a high. That will be like the swan song. That will be like a fairy tale swan song that will happen.
If Chennai wins, then he will be going for the presentation. The commentator could be Harsha. Sorry, the presenter could be Harsha, could be Ravi Shastri, could be anybody at that moment. And they will obviously ask, if Chennai wins, we will get an answer for sure. I'm pretty sure of it.
No, whether Chennai win or whether if Chennai is in the final, even if Chennai loses, the question will be asked of him. And
No, I'm saying if Chennai wins the trophy, we will definitely get an answer. We will definitely get an answer.
But my sense is contrary to how Dhoni is, contrary to how Dhoni usually
my gut
is,
tells me no.
Nahin. So that's what, because you are going by how Dhoni's characteristic is. See, this time around, Dhoni going out to sign those t-shirts, Dhoni ready to make a show of Sunny Gavaskar coming in and asking him to autograph his shirt, and Dhoni doing it in front of everybody, him interacting with the fans is also because there is a necessary fan engagement which is important to build that franchise and to also get the franchise ready to look at Dhoni as the icon and Dhoni as somebody who may not be there with them in the middle, leading them as Tala or as the captain. It's possible. See, this conversation around Dhoni is so engrossing. We've forgotten this crunch match that is Mumbai Indians versus Lucknow Super Giants. इतना घुस गए हम इसमें 20 मिनट से इसी में बात कर रहे हैं. Jamie Alter, let's understand this. Mumbai Indians have opted to bowl in Lucknow. It looks like it should be a turning track. We don't know the playing 11, but you believe Mumbai will go in with 3 spinners. You think the batsmen will be tested against the spin ability of these guys. That's what some see. Look at his knee. I'm just saying that picture before we come to the toss. They've just called that picture. Look at that knee. He's got that tape so often here during this series. The body is not able to do it, and he wants to be 100% when he gets into that forces job. He cannot be 80%. He will not accept 80% when he goes in to serve with the soldiers. That is his attitude. That is his attitude, and that's why perhaps this makes me think that okay, यहाँ पे हो गया भाई. और ये जो टेनिस बॉल वाला काम है ना, ये भाई इससे पहले कभी नहीं किया उसने. ये भाई ने कभी नहीं किया है. So that's another thing. चलिए, let's come back to Mumbai Indians and आज का मैच क्रंच. जो जीता वो सिकंदर, जो हार गया उसको दूसरे पे भरोसा करना पड़ेगा, दूसरे मैचेस के रिजल्ट पर यहाँ पर आपको क्या लगता है, मुंबई का कॉन्स्ट्रक्ट क्या लगेगा, कैसा खेलेंगे? जेबी, लेट्स गेट इनटू दिस. या
They've dropped Kumar Karthike, they brought in Ritik Shokeen, and they're playing four seamers. Now, this is somewhat alarming. I would have thought they would bat because this track has proven fairly difficult for chasing. And there's a saying goes, when you're not sure what to do, just bat. When you're 100% confident, also bat, right? So I think Rohit is aired by choosing to chase. And I think they needed three spinners. Kumar Karthike, Piyush Chawla were doing very well. I would have dropped a seamer and brought in Ritik Shokeen because Lucknow's coming at you with 12 overs of spin, right? I would have done the same thing. Somehow they've swapped a spinner. They've gone for Ritik Shokeen, but I would have also wanted Kumar Karthike. I would have wanted 12 options, 12 overs of spin.
Yeah, Srini, what do you think?
Well, I think right now the one thing that is going right for MI is the batting. Okay. And I think the idea here is to have a target on board and chase it, because Lucknow is playing at home. They know the conditions good. Well, I mean, I think putting a target on board will always be a confusing. You never know how much is enough. So I think from that perspective, given their batting, I think having a target on board gives them better focus.
Rohit Sharma at the toss has said we do not know how this pitch will play, so we'd rather have a total in front of us. He's saying this pitch has also helped pacers, so हम चार पेसर और दो स्पिनर खिला रहे हैं. Somehow I'm not inclined to that thought process. मुझे लगता है 3+3 करना चाहिए था, लेकिन यहाँ पर
Does that make sense?
I don't know यार रचितन, मुझे लगता है it doesn't. हाँ बोलो.
I don't know. I mean, it is going to be slow. There is no doubt about it. There is no two ways about it. This is going to be a slow. एकदम से आपने 6 मैच खेल लिए हैं इसके ऊपर, आप 7वां मैच अगर आप सोच रहे हो कि this pitch is going to play any different from the first 6 matches, that's not going to happen. But ठीक है, they've at least got all their bases covered. They've got pacers, they've got spinners. Yeah, okay, fine. I don't know. I just really don't know whether winning the toss and chasing first is a good option. The issue is clearly that they've got momentum, they've confidence in their chasing ability, so they will do it. But जहाँ भी उन्होंने chases की हैं, 200 की chases की हैं, अच्छे से chases की हैं, the wickets have been really good for batting. The bounce has been really good for batting. You're batting at a pitch, you're trying to chase on a pitch where the ball is not coming onto the bat, the ball is not coming to knee height. और आप उसमें pace हटा रहे हो and the ball is going up in the air. I don't know. I really don't know. Also, the only thing that I can say here is there have been 2 matches जहाँ पे चेज बड़ी गंदी तरीके से फंसी है. एक केएल राहुल वाला मैच था और एक हार्दिक पांड्या वाला मैच था. हार्दिक पांड्या वाला मैच वाज एट अहमदाबाद, सो लेट्स लीव दैट. बट केएल राहुल वाला मैच जो फंसा था वो इसलिए फंसा था, चलिए वो किसी भी रीजन से फंसा था, वी ऑल नो व्हाई क्यों फंसा था, लेकिन उसके पावर प्ले में केएल राहुल सेट अ वेरी गुड पेस. सो इफ मुंबई वांट्स टू चेज, गुड चेज, but don't wait for Suryakumar Yadav and Tilak Verma or whoever, Nehal Vadhera or Cameron Green lower down the order do the job for you. You have, if you're chasing, you have to do the job on this pitch in the power play. Rohit Sharma has to do the job. Ishan Kishan has to do the job.
Correct.
You have to do the job in those 6 overs. And 150 के ऊपर मत चेज करना, बस मैं यही कहूंगा.
नहीं देखिए, अभी इन्होंने भी चेंजेस किए, इन्होंने तो काफी चेंज किए. नवीन उल हक को लाया काइल मेयर्स की जगह, तो यानी कि इनको लगता है कि डिकॉक, स्टॉइनिस एंड निकोलस पूरन आर देयर बैटिंग इंटरनेशनल बैटिंग ऑप्शंस. दे गॉट नवीन उल हक टू बोल्स्टर अप देयर बॉलिंग. दीपक हुड्डा को लाए हैं और फिर आवेश खान को बाहर बिठाया है. तो इन्होंने भी कृणाल पांड्या और लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स ने भी काफी सारे चेंजेस किए हैं. और कुणाल पांड्या कहता है कि हम तो पहली बैट करना चाहते थे, हमको तो करना ही था बैटिंग. वी वांटेड टू बैट बिकॉज वी फील दैट वी कैन पुट अ व्हाटएवर टोटल वी पुट, आवर bowlers can defend. Srini, what do you think?
It's exactly the opposite for MI. Whatever the attack, MI has the batting to carry it off. Like I mean, from that, now that I thinking about it again, especially after what Chetan said, I probably tend to agree, because Surya has been among runs, but that's been like a case of playing at home. This is still a challenge to go and play on a Lucknow track, which is exactly what Chetan was saying, a slow track, the ball doesn't come on well. That's at the end of the day it's going to be. But that said, this MI would love a target on board. especially in a crunch situation. When
Maybe
pressure is rising, I think it's always, it's always good to have a target on board. You know how to go about it.
Timmy.
I mean, look, Mumbai's template has been that, right? But that's a
Jim,
template for Mohali, a template for Wankhede, right? यहाँ पे we've talked about it's going to be very tough, and they're going to come at you with 12 overs of spin. इनके attack देखो, Krunal Pandya, street smart cricketer, Ravi Bishnoi, you never know what kind of balls he's bowling, and Amit Mishra, he's got Rohit Sharma out the most times. Why would you want to back your team against that bowling attack? I'm very surprised that they want to chase. You chase at Wankhede. Suryakumar Yadav has not scored runs outside of Wankhede, right? It's very, very, very tough choice. If Lucknow's batsmen click, na, Mumbai gaye aaj.
बड़ा
I
statement है
wouldn't,
मुंबई का.
I wouldn't give too much of a thought to, kind of things other than dew. Dew is the only factor. Other than dew,
Too
I
hot for
wouldn't
dew.
give much. Huh?
Too hot in North India for dew.
That's what I'm saying. See, other than dew, I wouldn't give much
Yeah,
importance to
क्योंकि
anything
despite
where
despite the
conditions are
dust storm and
concerned.
the rain, despite the dust storm and the rain, heat has been immense here. यहाँ तो
It's not going to be dew.
absolutely dry. मैंने dew
Not
तो
gonna
नहीं
be
I
होगा.
know, no. So
Dew
what
बहुत
exactly
कम
what
है.
I'm saying is, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. So outside of dew, outside of that one factor, I don't see any difference in terms of how conditions make any different. Make a difference. There is no difference. So I think, I mean, the way I see it, probably chase is always better in a crunch situation because you know how you need to head and at what pace you need to head, and with the kind of experience that this MI batting lineup has and the kind of solidity it has, I think chasing is not a bad option. I mean, आप पहले भी बैटिंग कर रहे हो तो आप काउंट कंडीशंस वही एनकाउंटर कर रहे हो, अटैक भी वही एनकाउंटर कर रहे हो. यू आर जस्ट दैट यू हैव टू पुट अ टारगेट ऑन बोर्ड, and maybe
ये लड़का
putting the
प्रेरक
target on board,
प्रेरक
say
मंकड़.
probably facing a target.
This is the change. प्रेरक मंकड़ आया है
Hmm.
इनके लिए.
Right up.
आयुष बदोनी तो है.
No, he
हाँ,
played the last match. He was man of the match in the last match. 65 not out. He played the last
This
match.
is the Prerak Mankad. Okay, I
He
missed
played
that.
Right
last
up.
match.
I missed that. Swapnil Singh and Mohsin Khan. So they've got Swapnil Singh, Mohsin Khan, Naveen Ulhaq, Ravi Bishnoi. So I missed Prerak Mankad the last time around.
Deepak Huda comes in for Mayers.
Yeah.
Or Mohsin Khan comes in. Yeah, Mayers is out. Mohsin Khan comes in for
Nah, so
for
this is the change.
Avesh.
Naveen Ulhaq comes in for Avesh. No, Naveen Ulhaq comes in for Avesh.
Avesh.
And
Naveen comes for
Avesh.
Avesh.
and Mohsin Khan comes in for someone. Swapnil tha पिछले मैच में.
Swapnil था पिछले मैच में.
Why would you drop Kyle Mayers?
Because उनको 4 खिलाने हैं तो उनको लगता है कि they will back this guy Dicock Stoinis.
No, but he's your leading run scorer, no? But Mayers is a leading run scorer.
But in terms of form in the last 2-3 matches, I don't know. That's the call they've taken.
No, he got a 52 matches. He got a 52 matches ago. He's your leading run scorer. He must not be fit. There's no other reason.
You know what? Let's talk about this tomorrow once Lucknow lose because of this. We will talk about it tomorrow. It's not Naveen Ulhaq is not a spinner. जिसको तुम इस pitch पे खिला रहे हो. They've done this before. They've lost.
But मुझे ये भी लगता है कि मुंबई इंडियंस आर ओवर डिपेंडेंट ऑन पीयूष चावला टू गेट देम विकेट्स. उनका भी मुझे बॉलिंग थोड़ा
That's definitely there.
मुझे भी उनका बॉलिंग थोड़ा सा ये लग रहा है भाई.
अगर बॉलिंग ढंग का रहता तो एमआई अभी तक अगर बॉलिंग ढंग का रहता तो एमआई would have been the first franchise to qualify. It is bowling that pulls them down.
खासकर देखो आज के मैच में दे आर प्लेइंग विद क्रिस जॉर्डन, जेसन बैंडॉफ, आकाश मडवाल एंड कैमरन ग्रीन. 4 pacers they are thinking that they are going to use. Whereas I just feel that they should have got another spinner. In this playing 11, I just feel that they should have got another spinner. Somebody who could roll their arm and also perhaps bat a bit. वो कार्तिकेय बहुत इनके काम आता है आज. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है. वो कुमार कार्तिकेय इज अ वाइली गाय. तो लखनऊ के थोड़ा डांस कराने में वो काम आता है. डांस कराने में काम आता है. एनीवे चलिए
आरसीबी के अगेंस्ट में ये बॉल्ड ब्यूटीफुली.
या सो लेट मी गेट योर थॉट्स टुडे. आज क्या लग रहा है? हु इज टेकिंग द फुल पॉइंट्स आज के मैच से? श्रीनी. हाँ
140 odd is the target. 140 150 के बीच में is the target, and MI will win it.
अगर 140 150 odd and MI will win it, and if Lucknow score more than 150, then you think MI will find it tough.
Okay, if I were to go that way, I would take it further. I mean, I'm saying that even if LSG managed to put 175 odd on board, MI have the capability to pull it off.
To chase it. So you feel MI
Yeah.
has a nose
Yes,
ahead even
yes.
in Lucknow, and they will win it.
Yes, yes,
What do you think, Chetan?
Anything above 150
Maya.
is going to be tough.
Had Maya's been there,
but
Chetan.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, if Myers was there, I would say, okay, Lucknow have a chance of getting past 150. But I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, if you don't have Myers, and I mean, there's no sense. I mean, if you're saying कि Myers का form अच्छा नहीं है, and I want to play Deepak Huda, I mean,
नहीं, इनका वो 4 foreign players का है. They wanted to bring in Naveen ul Haq as a bowler.
That's fine. I understand.
Between Decock and Myers, they have decided to go with Decock.
No, I understand. But somebody has to play in place of Myers, ना? I understand that, Anand. I'm saying somebody has to play in place of Myers, and
उनको लगता है Decock खेलेगा. उनको लगता है Decock खेलेगा.
चलो देख लेते हैं. I'm going for Mumbai. I think I'm not sure about chasing being the right decision, but I don't know. Given how Mumbai has batted, if they restrict them to below 150, I think it's Mumbai.
You think it's Mumbai? See, yeah. I'll tell you what. I would have expected the Suryakumar Yadav magic had Mumbai been batting first. I am not sure that he's going to fire. I already said
कि power play में करना पड़ेगा आपको.
But I'm not sure कि he is going to be your trump card when you're chasing. I'm not sure. But Jamie, what do you think?
Tough to look beyond Mumbai because of all the factors we've already discussed. They backed themselves to chase anything. Kyle Mayers nahi hai, very surprising. If this is a knee-jerk reaction to his one failure of the season, then it's very surprising. Because this is the same Myers who they kept Decock on the bench for 7 matches for. Not that he's going to be a massive influence, but क्योंकि मुझे लगता नहीं है कि 150 से ज्यादा स्कोर जाएगा, I'm also going to go with Mumbai. It'll take a blinder from Stoinis and a blinder from Nicholas Puran combined. एक से नहीं होगा. अगर दोनों चल गए और कहीं 170 तक मामला गया, फिर लखनऊ, but logic says Mumbai.
पूरे सीजन में कितनी बार लखनऊ में 170 गया है.
हाँ वही है. So it'll take a blinder.
मेरा भी दिमाग में वही था कि अगर इन्होंने बैटिंग फर्स्ट 170 से ऊपर बना लिए तो फिर मुंबई का ये मैच फिर ही मुंबई का मैच ही जीतना मुश्किल है.
यार 170 बना दिया ना तो पहले तो ग्राउंड स्टाफ को रिवॉर्ड देना पड़ेगा.
मैं बस ये कह रहा हूँ कि दोनों कैप्टन्स ने इस पिच को एज अ स्लो विकेट नहीं रीड किया है. दोनों कैप्टन्स ने इस पिच को ऐसा कहा है कि यहाँ पर रन्स भी बन सकते हैं और एक को तो पता भी नहीं है कि ये पिच कैसे बिहेव करेगा, क्योंकि मुझे लग रहा है ये दूसरी पट्टी है, क्योंकि बाउंड्री डायमेंशंस डिफरेंट है. बाउंड्री डायमेंशंस भी अभी सामने आई थी. द बाउंड्री डायमेंशंस इज आल्सो वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. बाउंड्री डायमेंशंस इट्स सेइंग दैट इट इज 7 नो हाँ स्क्वायर बाउंड्री 75 meters, अदर वन इज जस्ट 61. देखा पट्टी चेंज की है इन्होंने. And down the ground is 78 and longest pocket is deep extra cover from one end is 81 meters.
ये वही वाला ट्रैक है. ये वही वाला ट्रैक है जिस पे चेज अच्छा होता है.
अच्छा, बढ़िया वेरी गुड. चलो कल बात करेंगे, क्योंकि कल मुझे लग रहा है कि कम से कम 2 प्लेऑफ स्पॉट्स डिसाइड हो गए होंगी, एंड जो 7 टीमें थी फॉर 2 प्लेऑफ स्पॉट्स और 3 प्लेऑफ स्पॉट्स इन द मिक्स, वो आई थिंक वो भी अब विंडो कम होता दिखेगा आज के मैच के रिजल्ट के बाद. मे द बेस्ट टीम ऑन द नाइट विन. चलिए जेंटलमैन, थैंक यू वेरी मच. ऑलवेज अ प्लेजर टॉकिंग क्रिकेट हियर ऑन क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट. बाय.